The land of Hampi in southern India is a quiet place today, a vast field of ancient stones and broken pillars that stretch as far as the eye can see. These ruins lie scattered under the warm sun, a silent testament to a forgotten time of immense glory and power. But if you listen closely, these stones whisper a story. They speak of a magnificent empire that rose from this very ground, a golden age of wealth, art, faith. This was the Vijayanagar Empire, a mighty kingdom that flourished from around the year 1336 to 1646. Its story is a grand circle, moving from these silent ruins back to a vibrant living city, and then tragically, back to silence once more. It is a tale of kings, traders, poets, soldiers. The iconic stone chariot at the Vittala temple complex in Hampi, bathed in the golden light of sunrise, still seems to hold a kind of memory. The birth of the Vijayanagar Empire was a direct response to the turbulent political climate of the 14th century. Powerful sultanates from the north were expanding their influence southward, bringing with them new forms of rule and religion. Instability and fear spread among Hindu kingdoms of the Deccan Plateau. The south needed a unifying protector to defend ancient traditions from being overwhelmed. In that crucible, a powerful Hindu empire took shape. It was the two brothers, Harihara I and Bukka Raya I, who answered this call. They chose a strategic capital, shielded by granite hills and the Tungabhadra's embrace. Early rule meant struggle, but leadership inspired loyalty and courage. They consolidated power and created a haven for Hindu culture. Under Bukka Raya I, influence stretched from the east coast to the west. Strong governance, agriculture and faith made the city of victory thrive. Vijayanagara, today's Hampi, was among the world's most magnificent cities. Not just a political center, but a thriving hub of commerce, culture, and daily life. Foreign travelers wrote in awe of its size and wealth. They described wide, straight streets lined with houses and shops. 7 massive concentric walls protected the city. Within these walls, artisans, merchants, soldiers, scholars, a vibrant society. Canals, dams and reservoirs harnessed the river to turn arid land fertile. Rice, sugarcane, cotton, the harvest sustained a great army and grand works. Trade made Vijayanagara fabulously rich. Pepper and cardamom, diamonds and rubies, cotton and silk. Arab war horses arrived. Europeans sought spices and exotic goods. Streets doubled as bazaars, produce, craftwork, rare spices, and news of the world. A melting pot of regions and religions, dazzling to behold in its prime. An artist's vision helps us imagine that vivid life. Section 4. Faith and festivity, culture and religion in the empire. Religion lay at the heart of Vijayanagar, woven into daily life and royal policy. The rulers were devout Hindus, protectors of the faith. Grand temples were spiritual and social centers. Virupaksha was the capital's sacred core. Temples nurtured education, music, dance and art. Sanskrit guided sacred learning, while Kannada, Telugu and Tamil flourished under royal patronage. Festivals shone brightest at Mahanavami, processions, rituals and royal games. Music and dance uplifted both temple and court. Musical pillars, the stone itself seemed to sing. Carvings capture the artistic spirit in motion and memory. Kings fostered scholars, artists, architects, fueling a unique style in architecture, sculpture and painting. This was a time when faith and festivity truly defined a civilization. Section 5. The Golden Age of Krishnadevaraya, a visionary ruler. Among many capable rulers, one stands supreme, Krishnadevaraya. His reign from 1509 to 1529 marked the zenith. A brilliant strategist, wise administrator, and great patron of the arts and literature. Portuguese traveller Domingo Paes praised him as a perfect king and a man of much justice. His campaign secured borders and expanded the realm. In 1520, he defeated Bijapur and recaptured the fertile Raichur Doab. Victories added land and filled the treasury. Wealth built irrigation, massive reservoirs and canals. easing burdens with fair taxes. He sought prosperity for his people and justice in his courts. His court drew the finest minds. He commissioned monuments, art and letters flourished. You know, his vision really shaped an era. Section 6. The Battle of Talikota, an empire undone. For over 2 centuries, Vijayanagar stood as a mighty bastion in the south. Its power stirred fear among the Deccan sultanates. Bijapur, Golconda, Ahmednagar, Bidar, Berar, often rivals, but united against a common threat. Mid-16th century, they forged a grand alliance and marched to break Vijayanagar. Aliya Rama Raya gathered a vast army to meet them. In January 1565, at Talikota, Rakasi Tangadi, the armies clashed. Vijayanagar, with greater numbers and elephants, first held the upper hand, then betrayal. 2 commanders switched sides, turning their troops mid-battle. Rama Raya was captured and executed. The army broke. The Sultanate forces entered Vijayanagara, plundered, looted, burned, temples and palaces fell, wealth carried away. The city of victory became a smouldering ruin. It was truly the end of an era. Section 7. Legacy in Stone, What the Ruins Teach Us Today. The fall after Talikota was a tragedy felt across India. Though rulers lingered elsewhere for decades, the glory was gone. The splendid capital was abandoned to nature and time. The city of victory became a city of ghosts. Today, Hampi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site of profound importance. The stones speak of engineers who built aqueducts and reservoirs, artists who carved entire epics, and devout kings who raised monuments to their gods. Royal enclosures can still be traced. Carvings still astonish. Vijayanagar's style influenced temples far and wide. Kannada and Telugu letters thrived, carrying Krishnadevaraya's cultural flame. These ruins teach urban planning, water management, art and governance, the heights of culture and the fragility of power.